What's up? This is not going to be one of my best reviews because this is my second take. In my first take, I realized I did not finish shaving. But no, I'm just a little bit annoyed because I actually did a video 2 days ago saying that I'm not going to go see the movie. Turns out I actually did go see the movie, but that was going to be my review that I'm not going to see the movie. And then, someone commented on my video, about this movie. And I give him a comment says, "No, I'm not gonna lie, I'm probably going to be seeing this movie really soon," which is that day, as in yesterday. And and then later I gave him a comment and said this movie annoyed my girl for taking her to go see this movie, and it ended it exactly like I predicted to end in my last video. Turns out that video uploaded, but it was accidentally left in private. I don't remember ever hitting private, but it went straight to private. So it was never shown. I was thinking about on private it and not doing a review, but since I seen the movie, I will do like a somewhat review of spoiling it, but at the end, I was talking about some things of why I knew this movie was going to suck and why I trusted the movie reviewers on YouTube, and I wanted to put that out there to explain, that reason. So I'm going to go through that, but first, I'm gonna let you know that this movie sucks. And then when I get to talk about the movie, I'm going to spoil everything. And, the thing I predicted, I knew exactly how it was going to end. That video did not get uploaded. I decided to go ahead and delete it. But without seeing the movie, I just knew exactly how it was going to go. And it did. But yeah, but the movie sucked. There's not really anything to, I mean, that's just it. All I'm going to say is a review. And then I'm going to go in through what I said in that video of why I trusted the people on YouTube when I normally don't. I need some chapstick too. But it's early in the morning, so I just woke up. So breath's probably stinking too. But, my video, what I had was, talking about I'm not going to go see the movie, why I trust the movie reviewers on YouTube, which I don't really call them movie reviewers, but, it's just they're not critics or anything. They suck at these things. But is because, what I was saying when I was not going to go see the movie is this movie was supposed to be praised by One Race Group. It's like, it's one of those things like, I know when to trust the reviews and when to don't. And I've kind of brought this up before. This movie was meant to be praised by a One Race Group, like A24. It's supposed to be praised, act like it's something more than what it is. Certain directors are supposed to be praised, acting like it's something more than what it is, like the guy who did The Lighthouse and I guess The Witch or something, both movies that sucked. And then all his movies that sucked. So this movie was supposed to be praised by a One Race Group. Where so knowing, and as you know, hate channels was even trying to get you pumped up to see this movie. I saw in their titles, since this movie's going to be intense, it's something I saw in their titles, and I said on that video that I do have that I said it? No, I did say it on a certain video where is when they suggest a movie, it always turns out to suck. But anyways, but I'm saying hate channels were trying to pump me up for this movie. One Race Group people hanging out One Color were trying to praise you up, like Jeremy and stuff. And I said when hate channels are like, like saying that a movie, wanting to attack a movie like Snow White or Captain America because there's color in it. Jeremy will say that movie sucks, and he will do it in an angry tone and be upset. Like Jeremy exposed himself for that guy who did that movie called "I Am a Racist" or something, and Jeremy was like saying his review, or I think I'm pretty sure I still have that video on here. He was like saying, "How do people not know who this guy is?" Well, people don't know who this guy is because normal people don't really watch hate channels. You do is how you are shocked that no one knows who he is because you watch the guy. I'm saying Jeremy exposed himself again of being a person of hate. But I've been saying that forever. But anyway, so what I'm saying is how I know is. But make sure it's clear. I said the movie sucks, so that's the review. But I'll go over what I predicted in the end, and make sure you guys understand that. How I know is the main thing is like, I trusted, reviews because this was supposed to be praised by One Race Group. It was all, but in knowing that the fact that they were saying it sucked, then that's when you got to take their word for it. Like they're telling, most likely telling the truth. They are still stupid, but it's It's just, yeah. If it was something like, a movie that's hated by a hate group, then you kind of can't take the word for it. And, so the number one thing that shows it, and I was going to go over that shows that you can't trust them when it's supposed to be hated by a hate group. And the things they use it for, like Batman v Superman, Terminator Dark Fate, X-Men, Dark Phoenix, where they'll say, this movie's a mess, man. The CGI is awful. The acting's awful. This movie doesn't know what it is. And they'll say all those like four things like, this movie's a mess. The acting's awful. The CGI is awful. This movie doesn't know what it is. And they don't explain anything wrong with the movie. I kind of messed up a little bit because in that video I explained this, there's something off. Like, how do you say all this and you can't say one thing wrong with the movie? You notice all those reviews for those movies I brought. I think I brought like 3 movies, even though it's more. It's the same outcome. They say those 4 things, but they don't actually explain anything wrong with the movie. And because they can't, even in certain movies, like even I couldn't find anything wrong with the movie, like Terminator Dark Fate. I didn't even say, I mean, I can say that too, but I was saying like Dark Phoenix, that would be a hard movie for me to find something wrong with it. That's my girl's favorite X-Men movie and also my favorite X-Men movie, Batman v Superman or something. But anyways, I'm going to get off that. Let me pause for a minute. So, and another example is, again, it's just something that feels off. As in, I ran into these channels that were mocking a hate channel reviewing a certain movie. Me, I would never click a hate channel trying to review a movie or say what they think of a movie. I don't click any channels that says, is this movie woke? Well, let me tell you if it is or not. Anyone that uses that has always been a loser that I've seen on YouTube. So a single loser, but whatever. But anyways, the point is, I saw the channel, these guys mocking this guy who did the movie called I Am a Racist or something, that hate channels were trying to praise, that Germany was like, how can no one know who he is? Because normal people don't. But anyways, like I said, they're mocking him for trying to attack Sonic 3. And they were bringing up certain things that he was saying that, or I'm trying to use example is, there's certain things that don't make sense when it's a hate group when you can't trust reviews. He was saying something like, and then you get 2 Jim Carrey starting to dance. And by me understanding the formula of Sonic movies and not understand that 2 Jim Carrey starting to dance and trying to find something negative about it, and they kind of explained that too in their video when they're doing a response to his review. I did watch their response review, but I never watched that guy's video. You gotta be an idiot to sit through a hate channel's video to try to tell you about a movie, but it means that there's something felt wrong. But one of the biggest things where I felt like, they even showed this part where that guy says something like, and it's another villain that wants to destroy the world. Like, how many times have we seen a villain want to destroy the world? Someone that will listen to every single word that someone has been caught lying several times, like Trump, would fall for that. But normal people who aren't so easy to trick, will. Yeah, it just but anyways, the point is, I'm not going because I have other video, but I was saying is, I have over 100 movies and all those movies, none of them are trying to destroy the world. Not even my Austin Power movies are villains trying to destroy the world. So it was just one of those things like, when he was trying to say, man, I'm tired of that kind of stuff, man. They keep always having villains trying to destroy the world. It's like, there might be some. I don't know them right now, but it's you're just saying things and you're not, and it's not true. I'm saying this what the point is. Like I said, I'm not going to give that video, but you're saying things that aren't true. That gives a big hint that there's something wrong and biased about this review. And the last one I'll say is, I don't actually remember, and I don't know, I doubt I still have that video on this channel, where I did a review for Blink Twice, where I said, one thing that got me interested to see, because I was not sure if I wanted to see it blink twice, and I kept seeing reviews, and something about the way they were saying, it just felt so biased, like something did not feel right. And I remember it was like Shen talked about it and this old guy, and I was saying that they were saying something like, the ending was predictable. You could clearly guess what the twist is, and no one shouldn't talk about. I know he's dumb. He would never guess the twist in his freaking life. And the thing is, I said, I have a feeling something's biased about this, and they are not guessing this twist. Turns out I did go see that movie on that day, and what I said in my review is like, no, you're not gonna guess the twist. You are not gonna guess this twist because I'm a person that does guess twists, endings, and all of that. I'm the one that guesses this. I am praised for that. People try to beat me on that, and um, and no, you're not gonna guess this twist. It wasn't just about that. It was more about everything else. Just felt so like off and biased. And I remember one of them. They kept mentioning "get out, get out, get out." It's like kind of wink, wink, wink to people that who are who think "get out" is about anti-white or something, or whatever. So and something I don't remember. Just the reviews just felt biased and something felt off. And turns out, yeah, they're lying. But anyway, so what I'm saying is something just feels off. So I'm sorry. Let me. It's going longer than that other video, but it's the last thing I'll say. As an example, is there's also when you can also trust reviews. I meant to explain this too. When you have feeling like you can trust them, is when they're saying things that you kind of figure this. You're worried about this about the movie, and they're saying things that that makes sense. Like, they're saying that, majority of the movie is about him slowly changing, like he has a disease and he's slowly, being affected. And then there's no good payoff. That is something that you're thinking from the trailer. So something saying, okay. And then when you hear that from other multiple people, you start to like, okay, man, I believe it. What was the next thing is, on my video, I did say there's something that I did not believe. They're saying this movie's gory and something. And I said, honestly, every time I heard that line from people on YouTube, One Race Group, it's always some dumb bullshit and it's not gory. It's not at all. And exactly, I was actually right. So, but what else? There was something else that they were saying. I don't remember what it was, but I think I kept hearing the words 90 minutes felt very long. It didn't feel very long. It just felt like, and my girl said she was bored, but it didn't feel like very long, but it just feels like this movie's just not really going anywhere, really. It's like there's no. I always had this rule: when a movie hits 20 minutes and it hasn't got good, there's no saving this movie. But anyways, to get on to spoilers, to say what I said in that video is my problem with not wanting to see this movie is to go and do the ending because I was wondering because I didn't believe I was talking about the gory part. I said I don't believe it because there's only two people that I felt like they're in the movie, the daughter and the wife, and that's pretty much kind of true. And I said that I'm pretty sure they're not going to get killed. So the ending is they try to do a sad moment and kill him. One of those moments where they he just gives him a look and says, "In me," and it just, and I felt, and I said, it's gonna be like this movie. I don't know the name of it. The guy who plays Deadpool, Ryan Reynolds, where it's like it starts with an A. It's like a haunted house movie where he gets possessed and he walks around with his axe. I did not go to theaters to see this, and he just goes, yeah, and fights it the whole movie, and then I think in the end he just fights it and doesn't, kill them, and then they hug him, or something. But I just said they're just gonna just shoot him or something, and it's supposed to be like a sad thing, but it's something that's been done several times, and that's why I feel like the payoff won't be it because they're not gonna kill the little girl, and and they're not gonna kill the wife because you kill the wife, and then what's the little girl gonna do? So so it's just and I just said it's just gonna be something like they kill a wolf, and yeah. And that's what I predicted. One thing is I did predict in the movie is I didn't know at the time there were going to be two wolves. I thought they were going to somehow kill that wolf off in early, and then the dad's already been cut or whatever, and he's going to slowly start changing. When I realized there's still another wolf, so I'm like, so this movie's about two wolves. I was like, oh my gosh, how many werewolves movies have I seen where the other wolf fights off the other wolf? Several times. I think it's American. I get a mix up, even though I have the original one. American Werewolf in Paris and London. I don't know which one I have the one. But there's the last one. Yeah, there's wolves fighting wolves. And then werewolves. The recent movie came out last year. And then The one I think is called The Wolfman, Werewolf Fight Werewolves. You know, that's all I can remember, even though I think there's more. But I was like, it's just, it doesn't ever work. It has never, ever worked. It's kind of like that guy who plays Wolverine, where he turns to werewolf, fights a vampire. You just knew that fight was coming. You know, back then you wanted to see that happen because there's not many werewolves versus vampire, even though, of course, we know underworld and all that. But I'm just saying. So, first I was like, how does Lycan, Rise of Lycan end? But no, that's do they have werewolves versus werewolves in those? Oh, in a way he's like a werewolf, but I don't think they ever had like the werewolves fight each other. I don't you know, and I do remember them fighting each other, but that was like them playing around, you know, doing whatever. But anyways, I gotta go. So that's it ended exactly like why I didn't want to go. But anyways, I gotta go. This video, my other video was like 10 minutes long. I'm trying to go. And hopefully this doesn't go in private. But yeah, but that was the biggest thing is I really wanted to make sure it's clear is how I knew to trust the reviews. But I went to go see it. Okay, I'll tell you why I went to go see it. So instead, I went to go see Lion King. And I had plans if I wasn't going to like Lion King, you know, I was going to walk out of the theater and go to what happened, Wolfman. And the thing is, well, Lion King was starting out really good. And anyway, in the end, it turned out to be just like Wolfman, like a waste of my time. But I was gonna, like, I was went with my kids, you know, and then someone was with them, so I was gonna, like, you know, sneak away, you know. And the thing is, the people, the workers, would not leave the hallway. It's like they knew I wanted to sneak to another movie, you know, and I was gonna at least try to see at least the ending because I knew I didn't want to sit through no transformer thing of the werewolf, you know. So and it was just not leave that area, and I was like, damn. Every time I poke out the door, I was like, there they are, just sitting there. I'm trying to sneak in to see at least the ending, and I never got it. So I decided, you know, if I sit myself through Lion King. And you know, kind of regret it. Yeah, and this movie's long as Lion King, then I can stick it out through this. And you know, so what I think is better, I think they're both just a waste of my time. I mean, Lion King did start out good. Was liking the first two songs, but I say it almost feels like Land Before Time. Them trying to get to a little area, and then instead of T Rex, it's white. That's right, lions going after them. Those white lions, while the females were the were the smart ones. The female lions were the smart ones and the savior. Yeah, you like that? You like no? But anyway, so that's why I went to go see it. Because I was figuring, man, you know, and my next movie, you know, I don't know if I'll review it. It might be a kids movie, something, you know. And I didn't want to go to Lion King to another kid movie, and I figured I need some, you know, something, you know. And so I gave it a chance. But yeah, so anyways, like I was saying, it's just, you know, there's something, you know, I trust it because it's a movie that's supposed to be praised by one race group, and they were saying it sucked, and even, you know, and but I know when not to trust it is when the hate groups are nonstop talking about it, and it's gonna be the same copy. But anyways, I don't feel like going with that copy anymore. But anyways, I already peace. I gotta go.